Don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. Don't you call him what you used to call me. I confess, I can tell that you're at your best. I'm selfish, so I'm hating it. Notice that there's a piece of you in how I dress. Take it as a compliment. Don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. Don't you call him what you used to call me. I just miss your accent and your friends. Did you know I still talk to them? Does he take you walking around his parents' gallery? Don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. Don't you call him what you used to call me. Don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. Don't you call him.
Another perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your hair like you do. I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you. You won't be surprised, it happens every time, it's nothing new. It's always on a night like tonight. I think you can read my mind. 'Cause when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless.
We are gathered here today to unite Kaleigh and Richard in marriage. Today we come together not only to unite this marriage, but also to recognize the bond that already exists between Kaleigh and Ricky. When two people promise with love in their hearts to share the adventure of life, it is a beautiful moment that they and all of us who are here today will always remember. Real love is not total absorption into each other, but rather sharing of two hearts, two minds, and two souls. Love makes burdens lighter because you have someone with whom to share them. Love makes you stronger in many ways and able to face life in ways you dare not face alone. May the promise that you make to one another today be lived out to the end of your lives in an atmosphere of love. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all starts. A wedding is for a day, a marriage for a lifetime. Love is friendship that has caught fire. It is quiet and understanding, mutual confidence, sharing and forgiving. It is loyalty through good and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weaknesses. The vows which you are about to exchange serve as a verbal representation of the love you pledge to each other. For it is not the words which you will speak today which will bond you together as one, but it is the inner sense of love and commitment that each of you feels within your soul.
1 Corinthians 13:4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind. Love does not envy, is not boastful, is not conceited, does not act improperly, is not selfish, is not provoked, and does not keep a record of wrongs. Love finds no joy in unrighteousness, but rejoices in truth. It bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends.
Ricky, do you take Kaleigh to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only unto her forevermore? Kaleigh, do you take Ricky to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only unto him forevermore?
I do.
Do you promise to love each other, to honor and cherish each other in joy and sorrow, in sickness and in health, and to be good and faithful to each other in all things, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
From the earliest times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, a symbol of committed love. The unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizes a commitment of love that is also never-ending. Therefore, a ring is the perfect symbol to manifest this completeness. As often as either of you looks at this symbol, I hope that you will be reminded of the commitment to love each other, which you have made today. The giving and wearing of rings symbolize your marriage to your friends and to your families, but most importantly, they symbolize your dedication to each other and are a constant reminder of the love you share. Ricky. Huh? Kaleigh, you're right. It was supposed to be you first. So, I can't read my own. Good thing you're here. Kaleigh, while placing the ring on Ricky's finger, please repeat after me. What are we doing? No, okay. Let me just do it the way I had it written down. Which was the right one? I thought you were telling me I was. So who's going first? I have Ricky giving you the ring first. Because I think that's how it goes. I could be wrong. It's been a while. And I'm getting older and forgetful. Okay, so Ricky, while placing the ring on Kaleigh's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring in token and pledge of my constant faith and abiding love. With this ring, I thee wed. You need some butter? Okay. Kaleigh, while placing the ring on Ricky's finger, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
in token and pledge
in token and pledge
of my constant faith
of my constant faith
and abiding love.
and abiding love.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
So please join your right hands together, and Joshua shall give a blessing.
Alright, let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together to celebrate the union between Ricky and Kaleigh. Lord, please bring them together to be a light for you and your glory. Be with them in this journey of marriage as they go through the good years and the bad. Bless them to unify together, to work as a team, to grow closer to one another. We ask these in your name, I pray. Amen.
Kaleigh and Ricky, you have consented together in wedlock and have pledged yourself to each other. For as much as you have consented together in marriage and have pledged your love and loyalty each to the other, and have declared the same by joining hands and by giving and receiving a ring, I therefore, by the authority of the state of Connecticut, now pronounce that you are husband and wife. Ricky, you may kiss your bride.
but the sun will still be coming up soon. The world's just spinning a little too fast. If things don't slow down soon, we might not last. So just for a moment, let's be still.
You can get lost in the music for hours, honey. You can get lost in a room. We can play music for hours and hours, but the sun will still be coming up soon.
The world's not forgiving of everyone's fears. The days turn into months, the months turn into years. So just for a moment, let's be still. They're tearing down so we can rebuild, and all of this time is just circles in my mind. So just for a moment, just for one moment, just for a moment, let's be still. Just for a moment, let's be still. Just for a moment, let's be still. Just for a moment, let's be still.
First up, I'd like to introduce Kelsey Shipman and Catherine Martin, escorted by Tyler Black. Next up, we have Kaleigh Grady and Shane Griscotti. Next up, we have Heather Cardoza, escorted by Rick Cardoza. Next, we have the maid of honor, Taylor LaBella, escorted by Justin Cardoza. Alright, next we have the matron of honor, Ashley Cavaliers, escorted by best man, Joel LaPierre. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time tonight, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Cardoza. Alright, this time they're going to be dancing the first song as husband and wife.
I never had no one that I could count on. I've been let down so many times. I was tired of hurting, so tired of searching, till you alone. You're more than another. There can never be another. Make me feel the way you do. Oh, reach a step closer. I fall in love all over. Every time I look at you, I don't know where I'd be without you here with me. Life with you makes perfect sense. You're my best friend. You're my best friend. Oh yeah. You stand by me and you believe in me like nobody ever has. When my world goes crazy, you're right there to save me. You make me see how much I have, and I still tremble when we touch. Know the look in your eyes when we make love. You're more than another. There can never be another.
All right, let's give it up. All right, at this time, the bride will dance with her father.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants to say things to. Yeah,
All right, next, the groom will dance with his mother.
well, it's not always raining. There'll be days like this when there's no one complaining. There'll be days like this when everything falls into place like the flick of a switch. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this when you don't need to worry. There'll be days like this when the ones in a hurry There'll be days like this when you don't meet a chance. There'll be days like this when you don't get the train by that old Judas kiss. And I must remember there'll be days like this. When you don't have no freeloaders, I can get that case. Well, that's nobody's business. Where did you want to be? Well, my mama told me there'll be days like this.
All right, let's give it up. All right, this time you can find your seats. Go back to your seats.
Good evening, everyone. I am Ashley, the Matron of Honor, and I've known Kaleigh for 23 years and 7 days, when I met her on Saturday, June 19th of 1999. For those who do not know me, I'm Kaleigh's big sister, or better yet, older sister, because we all know she's taller than me. First, I would like to say thank you to all of you here to help make this day memorable for Kaleigh and Ricky. They diligently planned to start the beginning of their forever, all while working full-time jobs and going to school. I know your presence means the world to them, and for that, I thank you for being here to celebrate them and celebrate with them. Kaleigh, since I've literally known you from birth, we've shared so many memories. From the beginning, you were my real-life baby doll that I adored and wanted to take care of. When you weren't crying, because that's all you did. And no matter what anyone says, I really did not try to kill you. I was only 7 and thought a pillow would muffle the sound of your crying. Let's just say you've been loud and made a scene since the beginning, but that's one of the things that I love about you. Your huge and loud personality that draws people into you. Then, as you got a little older, you were always mine and JR's go-to person to convince people, shaking, to let us do something. Kaleigh, go ask Mom if we can go to McDonald's. Kaleigh, go ask Nanny if Michelle can come play with us. Kaleigh, go ask Papa if we can go swimming. Kaleigh, go ask, go ask, go ask. JR and I knew if we wanted something, all we had to do was ask you, because everyone would say yes to you. We'd ask to go swimming all the time, and we nearly lived in the pool each day of summer vacation. We'd play Marco Polo, and JR and I would gang up on you so you would lose. We'd make whirlpools that we swore would suck us into the middle, and then baptize each other in the holy water of the pool, because when you grow up in the South and swim, what else do you do besides baptize your siblings? But still, to this day, I often find myself Kaleigh, go ask. And no, Joshua, I do not use this weapon against you. Then you kept getting older and prettier, and I thought I was a professional photographer at 12 years old, and you were my model. I'd dress you up and do your makeup, and then we'd go to the yard and I would position you and pose you just perfectly, laying in the bright green grass staring at the sun. Kaleigh, stop squinting, just keep your eyes open and stare at the sun. I don't care, seriously, can you not just do this? I don't care that your eyes hurt. And thank goodness I didn't cause you to go blind, because then you wouldn't be able to see Ricky and say, "You're so cute." We all know how much he loves that. But seriously, you've always been beautiful inside and out. Then you kept getting older, and so did I. And I was in high school, and my goodness, you were so aggravating, because you were 7 years younger than me. And even though you annoyed me, you were my protector, always ready to fight someone who hurt me. Tell me who it is, I'll take care of them for you. To be honest, you never did anything specifically to annoy me, other than think all of my friends were your friends. But I want you to know they weren't your friends. They were so much more. You became their little sister too. And my favorite relationship of mine that you've taken over is with Joshua. You started dating when we were in 6th grade, and you managed to make him yours, and you still do to this day. So many times I come home from somewhere and you and Joshua are FaceTiming, talking, laughing, usually playing video games. I've heard so many times you say, Joshua, update your game, it's knives only. Or when you need to vent and I can't answer my phone, you call Joshua knowing he'll be your second big brother. You know who your people are and you love them fiercely. Now, you are no longer my annoying little sister. You're one of my very best friends. The one who I know will make a scene when we're together because you're loud and obnoxious. The one who still helps me get what I want. The one who is beautiful, knows it, and tries to convince everyone else of their beauty too. The one who is scrappy and ratchet and always ready for a fight. The one who builds a relationship, makes someone part of the family, and loves all of her people. The one who keeps my secrets. The one who blows my phone up calling 5 times if I don't answer the first 4 times. The one who is the one who is one of my travel partners. The one who is my Disney sidekick. The one who I am thankful to have as a sister and friend. Kaleigh, I love you. Ricky, I'm not going to say much because JR has that, but I will say you are a good man. I see how much you love my sister. I see how happy you make her. I see how you comfort her and push her to see the future and not just the moment. I know I joke and say, Richard, how do you put up with her? But I'm thankful you chose her because you're good for Kaleigh. Thank you for loving my sister. And if you already don't know this, you two have had a crush on each other since you were little kids. But get ready because this is going to be a wild ride because you have a great partner for life. And get ready to hear my voice more often because now you're married and you live with her and you know how much we call each other. Kaleigh and Ricky, you're both a perfect balance for each other. A little crazy and a little steady. I'm excited for you to begin a new chapter together in your book you've been writing with each other for years. As you start this new chapter, I want to leave you with a little advice that was given to me using the scripture that was read in your ceremony, 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy. It is not boastful, it is not conceited, it does not act improperly, it is not selfish, is not provoked, and does not keep a record of wrong. Love finds no joy in unrighteousness, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. So my advice to you is as you read this verse, Kaleigh, I want you to put Ricky's name in the place of the word love. And Ricky, I want you to put Kaleigh's name in the place of the word love. So that it now reads, Kaleigh is patient, or Ricky is patient. Kaleigh is kind, or Ricky is kind. And by doing this, it'll help remind you of the good intentions that the other has as you continue writing your book together. I love you both. So, everyone raise your glass for a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Cardoza.
All right, next up we have JR here.
Hello? Alright. Hey everyone, I'm JR. For starters, I suck at writing and giving speeches or talking in general, so bear with me. It's a bumpy ride for the both of us. For those who don't know me, I'm Kaleigh's older brother, the tallest of the family. Out the gate, I'd like to thank everyone here to support the newlyweds on their special day. They have invested a lot of long hours in making this day everything they have wanted it to be, and I couldn't be more proud of them for all the work they have put into making a relationship what it is today. Everyone knows how challenging it can be to make a relationship work as long as they have, so thank y'all for being here to support them. Ricky, when you moved back in the day, I was unsure about having my younger sister's boyfriend moving in the house with us, from not knowing about it until Mom and Kaleigh were on the way back from South Carolina with you, and not really knowing who you were. I was very skeptical about the whole situation, to say the least. When Kaleigh was born, Ashley and I wanted Mom to take her back and trade her for a billy goat. Ashley, I'm sure glad that Mom and Dad didn't let us make that trade back then, because Ricky, you turned out to be the brother I've always wanted and prayed for. Living in a small town like Union, there wasn't much to do, as some of you may know, so we had to be creative to make the time pass. And I know we wasn't delinquents, we was just bored. Thinking back on what I could talk about, the first memory that came to mind was the night that you, Tyler Black, and I were riding around and Tyler was allegedly throwing potatoes at objects on the side of the road. As Tyler was chunking his potatoes and not really hitting what he was trying to, because it's a lot harder than what it looks like, he said, "Let me throw one. I play baseball, I pitch, I know I can do it." So you hang out the window and throw the potato and completely miss what you were trying to hit, causing the potato to go into the ditch and walk straight into the air and land on top of the expedition. Till this day, none of us can figure out how you made that happen, but the confidence that you have is unmatched to anyone else, and one of the best characteristics that you have. Another story that comes to mind is when we rigged our boats to take them to the river so we could bow fish, and we engineered what we called the Gar Grabber 2.0. I don't know where the 2.0 came from because it was the first one that we made. But anyways, we took off and went to the river, and even though Kaleigh begged us not to go because she always knew that when we went somewhere, something was going to always happen to one of us. But we got there to the river and started to try to shoot gar. And when it was your turn to shoot, you pulled the string back and sewed the string back in, and you said, "I cut my finger." Hearing how calm you said it, all of us that was there thought that it was going to be a little scratch, until looking down with the light and seeing all the blood. Looking back on it now, you probably could have used a stitch or two, but being the doctors that we like to think that we are, we wrapped it up in a shirt and was more worried about how Kaleigh was going to react to what happened. Remaining calm and being confident are two of my favorite traits that you have, but you are also strong and courageous. You are full of wisdom and one of the funniest people I know. These are the things that my sister needs in her life. I couldn't ask her for a better man to marry my sister, and I'm thankful that you're patient enough to deal with all of her nonsense, because she, as many of us know, is not afraid to speak her mind and let you know how she feels without thinking about it beforehand. And I'll probably take all the blame for that, for her being that way, so I do apologize for that. And to Kaleigh, I couldn't be more happy for you on this day. I've watched you grow up from being my younger sister who wouldn't shut up and always had something to say, to an independent, strong, beautiful woman. You deserve the world, and without a doubt in my mind, Ricky will do everything in his might to provide you with nothing short of that. Yes, Ashley did try to kill you. I was just along for the ride. Thank you for letting us take Ricky on all of what you thought was dumb adventures. I always told you he would be safe, even if we didn't think things through first. Ephesians 4:2-3 says, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. Y'all will tackle this thing called life, being the power couple that y'all are. I love you both more than I'll ever be able to show y'all." So let's give a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Cardoza.
All right, next we welcome the maid of honor, Taylor Labella.
Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Taylor and I'm Kaleigh's cousin. I want to start off by saying congratulations to the two newlyweds. I know the future holds great things for you both. For most of our childhood, up until high school, I didn't get to see Kaleigh much as she lived in South Carolina. Our friendship consisted of FaceTimes, laughing and crying over all the things going on in our lives and virtual hugs. Two little girls who barely saw each other becoming best friends in a matter of hourly calls. Whether it was to sit in silence while doing homework or to talk about what we had done that day, it was misuse and countdowns to summer to get to see each other and spend our days together. Then one day our FaceTime started having Ricky's name pop up. Little conversations of how she talked to him that day for 5 minutes, or they texted all day, and she thought he was the cutest thing she ever saw. And boy, did I hear about those blue eyes and long lashes way too many times. It turned from them having Skype calls to him hanging with us all summer, going on walks, bowling, everything under the sun. Little did we know we'd be here celebrating the rest of their lives together. Ricky is an amazing fit for Kaleigh. He is her reassurance, her rock, her best friend. Not to mention he deals with those chicken nugget cravings. But in all seriousness, he makes Kaleigh the happiest I've ever seen her. And for that, I thank you. Thank you for bringing her happiness to my best friend and for showing her the love she's always deserved. You fit into our wacky family perfectly, and we wouldn't be more proud to have you both here. Kaleigh, we have been talking about this big day since I can remember, and I didn't expect it to come so soon. I am so happy to have gotten to stand here with you and celebrate your most memorable day. I love you both, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds. Congratulations to the two newlyweds.
All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you.
You're on the couch, blowing up my phone. You don't wanna come out, but you don't wanna be alone. It don't take but two to have a little soiree. If you're in the mood, sit tight right where you are, babe, 'cause I'll be at your door in 10 minutes. Whatever you got on, girl, stay in it. You ain't gotta leave the house to have a good time. I'm gonna bring the good time home to you. We'll have a house party, we don't need nobody. Turn your TV off, break that boombox out. We'll wake up all the neighbors till the whole block hates us, and the cops show up and try to shut us down. If you're gonna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party. If you wanna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party. Throw a neon t-shirt over the lampshade. I'll take the furniture and slide it out of the way. Shaking the floor, rattling the roof. We'll go to town right there in your living room. Let's have a house party, we don't need nobody. Turn your TV off, break that boombox out. We'll wake up all the neighbors till the whole block hates us, and the cops show up and try to shut us down. If you're gonna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party. If you wanna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party. So I'll be at your door in 10 minutes. Whatever you got on, baby, stay in it. You ain't gotta leave the house to have a good time. I'm gonna bring the good time home to you. We'll have a house party, we don't need nobody. Turn your TV off, break that boombox out. We'll wake up all the neighbors till the whole block hates us, and the cops show up and try to shut us down. If you're gonna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party. If you wanna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party.